YouTubers, what's happening? What is going on? I hope everybody is doing really awesome today. I am coming at you today live from Newport, Oregon. I'm at a place called Yaquina Bay State Park. This is just a pull-off here. Right before you get into Newport. It's just a really awesome place. You can have a picnic here. You can go out on a nice leisurely walk on the beach, or you can just do like what I'm doing right now. I'm just sitting in my truck and I got this like panoramic ocean view. Check out this view, guys. Is this awesome or what? Up here in Newport, Oregon right now. Telling you guys, it's great. It's a hard life. It's a hard life living at the beach. So what did I want to talk about today? What I wanted to talk about, what I want to share about today? Well, I thought I would do a video talking about 2 years living in my truck camper. 2 years. This is going to be my second anniversary here this month, October. Moved into the camper in October 2014, and I've just been making a new life for myself. And it has been nothing but an epic journey the whole time. It has been it's been a real wild epic journey. It's been an adventure. It's been a whole lot of things. For me, it's been a lot of things. Really has. It has. It's been an adventure. It's been a hiatus. It's been. A lot of it has been a sabbatical. For me, it's really amazing. I have seen a lot of transformations happen with me here over the last couple of years, and a lot of deep thought lately, thinking about a variety of a lot of things. Just thinking about my future, thinking about my goals, thinking about some long-term ambitions I have, thinking about what's driving me right now. What are my motivations? I think I'm just I'm in a process where I'm revisiting my life. And every one of us, I think we go through these periods in our life where we, some people call it a reinvention, where you are reinventing yourself, or you're making some, you're trying to, possibly reinvent yourself. And I'm not sure if that's what I'm trying to do, but I just feel like I'm revisiting all of those ideals right now, which is great, which is good. We all have to do that. We all have to really look at what is driving us. Let's kind of go back a couple of years. I know when I started this channel, I haven't really shared everything. I haven't shared my entire story, the little small details about this and that, and for a lot of reasons. I don't think I'm gonna delve into everything publicly. Not that I have anything to hide. It's just that I like my privacy, and I like my privacy. So going back a couple of years, there was a lot of things in my life. I mean, there's a lot of things that prompted me to doing this, to moving in a camper. I had some obstacles that I was up against. I needed a place to live. my career was totally, defunct, and I had ended a career that I was with. I started another one, and that didn't work out. And I was just kind of, and then I needed a place to live. I didn't really have a place to live. I was kind of between places and wanting to kind of get out of this place, and I really just reached this. It wasn't rock bottom, not rock bottom by any stretch of the imagination. I just hit this place where I was really, really fed up with a lot of shit that had that was going on in my life, and it just seemed like, for a good thing, nothing was really kind of going my direction that I was going in, and that can be for a lot of variety of reasons, and which I can't explain, but I just know that when you're not in flow with the universe, when you're not in flow with things, maybe you're fighting it, you're fighting some of this resistance, it can cause a lot of problems for you. And I know that's kind of what I experienced. So the camper has always been, for me, it has always been a vehicle for me to go for more in my life and really figure out, really embark and go on a new path. And that's what the truck camper has been for me. That has been what this whole experience for me has been, and it has been an experiment. If you go to my channel, what is my channel about? One of the things that I do say is that life is an experiment, and those people that go out there in their own lives and try things, do things, and fail, those people move ahead and move up the ladder of success. However you define success, it doesn't matter. They go places. And people who do not do that, people who do not experiment, try things, test things, fail at things, they never get ahead in their life. They never get anywhere, and they never really achieve anything. They pretty much lead a mediocre life. And I hate to say it, but I was one of those people. I was kind of one of those people where there was a point in my life where I was not, I was just leading a real mediocre life, and and I hated it. I had no variety. I was stuck in routines, and so I wanted to make some changes, and that's what prompted the truck camper. And of course, I was, this had not been, this wasn't like a knee-jerk reaction thing. I remember when I had been watching videos for several years, watching other people living in RVs and just, changing their lives essentially. It was this vehicle that they could use to retool their lives in a way that was going to work for them. And that was very appealing to me, because I was that guy. I was in that situation where, I had everything. I had all the trappings of everything. I had the big house. I had the big career. I had I had everything. I mean, I had all the stuff, and I had, I had the secure everything. I had all the things that you're supposed to have. And I still was finding myself, not happy. And it's interesting, doing what I've done now. I kind of realize now now I understand and realize some of the things that were going wrong, or that I understand what I was thinking, now. And it's like a lot of things, if you were to do it all over again differently, what would you do differently? And I think, yeah, we would all do some things differently. But life is a catch-22 like that, because life doesn't work that way. You got to go through things, experiences, to learn and understand which is the right path for you. Very, very important. Which is the right path for me? And I can tell you that the adventure to this point for me, it has been about rediscovering myself, and also trying to understand what my path is and understand which direction that I want to go, with my life. What do I want to do? More importantly, what do I love doing and what is driving me? What do I love to do? I think that is like, I think one of the ultimate questions, of life to ask, and, is really, what do you love to do? What do you want to dedicate yourself to? What do you want to commit your life to doing? And what really is it, there's achieving things, and then there's being happy. There's being fulfilled at whatever it is that you're doing. And I've come to the realization that, being happy and being fulfilled is really the, really should be your focus. Being fulfilled at whatever it is that you're doing. So I think that, that kind of, hopefully that summarizes a little bit of where I came from and where I am right now, and what I'm thinking now. How has it been? It has been, like I said, it's been a really interesting journey for me, and I am enjoying it. Although I'm just starting to just think about, the questions that I'm starting to ask myself. Okay, so, is this something that I want to do for, I guess, forever and ever? Or, what is kind of the end? What's my end game? What's my end goal? What do I want to do? And, and I think that, I'm not sure if being a snowbird if this is something that I want to do every single year. I seem to be very, very, very happy where I'm living right now here on the Oregon coast. I think I've really found my happy place, and I think I could probably just settle down and be happy here for the rest of my life, which is like totally awesome. And that's what moving into an RV, any type of vehicle, it can do for you in your life is it can take you places. It can get you out of bad places, bad experiences, and it can be that vehicle that can retool your life in those directions, And so I think that has been the biggest thing that my truck camper has done for me here over the last couple of years. Is it's allowed me to explore new places. And I can't emphasize enough the importance of doing that, and really following your heart, and where, if you really feel like you're being pulled somewhere, maybe you're living in an area where you don't like it, or you don't like the winters, or you don't like the summers, and, you feel like, wow, I could, I like to live at the beach, or maybe I'd like to live up in the mountains, and, I think that, tuning into those things are really, really important, because I'm telling you guys what I've learned. Moving to a small coastal town where, when I first moved here, I thought I would struggle. I thought it would be hard, to get my life to going, and economically, and just a lot of things. And I can tell you guys that it couldn't be farther from the truth. That could not be farther from the truth. There's so much opportunities, all over the place, all over America. So a big pivotal one for me was, moving out of the cities and smaller towns. I am a smaller town kind of guy, and I've learned that totally. I tell you what, man, I'll give up all the trappings of the big city life any day of the week for a simple life living in a small town, or out in the country, or in a rural area. Or that's been something that has become apparent to me. So yeah, going back to, is this something that, is this, going traveling every winter? Is this what I want to do? Do I want to be a vagabond on the road? I seem to not really think that that's what I want to do right now. I'm kind of, I'm really having a lot of thoughts about, maybe wanting to get my own place here. Either buy some land, build my own place, build a cabin. I don't know. I've been having a lot of thoughts about that lately. This whole the number one obstacle it's not really an obstacle. It's a problem that can be figured out, and that's just it's the income. It's the people. As I look around, as I follow other people and I read about other people, the people that are successful, younger people that are successful, living the RV lifestyle, either just traveling around or they make their incomes online, and that's just been something that I've really realized, and I think that's what really makes everything come together. Is being able to make your living online and reliably online. And I think if you are in a position where you can do that, and none of the other stuff bothers you about RV living or whatever, then living in RVs and stuff, then I tell you what, I think it's a really perfect combination. That's really a perfect combination. And I'm still in that process of working, making an income online. So I'm not totally there where I'm generating all my income online or whatever, but that really makes, I think, the process very sustainable for many years, or as long as you want to do them, as long as you want to live that way, live on the road. These things, these problems, they can be overcome, and that's what a lot of people do. You figure out how to do this, and it's like a lot of things. You have to, whatever it is that you want to do, you have to commit to it. You got to commit that this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to succeed at it, and I'm going to pay whatever price that there is necessary. So I think for myself, I'm not really sure which direction I want to do. A lot of times, do I want to keep just traveling, or do I really want to maybe try to just kind of maybe lay low? Or when I say lay low, I mean maybe just kind of travel more locally, rather than go from state to state. So that one I am kicking around a lot, and I don't really quite have a firm reasoning, a kind of firm decision on what I want to do. There's a lot of things that I like about it, but there's also kind of a lot of things I don't like about it. I do find it to be a little capital intensive. When you're traveling every year and you got the prices of fuel, and even if you're just doing free camping, it's still not cheap. Your things are wearing out, and you got vehicle repairs, you got vehicle maintenance to do. So not at all trying to be a downer on this video at all. I have nothing but positive things to say about RV life. Another thing another thought that I have that I would like to say in this video is that if a lot of you are and this kind of coincides with some of the things that I just said, it's a lot of you are thinking about simplifying your life, being a minimalist, living more minimally. Do you have to get an RV to do that? I don't think you do. I don't think you do. If you know where you want to live, just move. Get yourself rent. You can rent a small room with somebody. You could rent a small cabin. There are a lot of things that you can do there. Just on that front, I think that living minimally in an RV is an excellent idea, although it has its challenges with it. And so I'm only bringing this up because there are other ways there's a lot of different ways to do this. That's really what I really am trying to emphasize. I'm wanting to emphasize. RV living is great, but there are other ways that you can go about it to achieve things. And because I know that a lot of people they like to romanticize the RV life, that it's perfect and it's ultimate freedom, and it is, and it is in a lot of respects, but it also it has some of its challenges. And for those of you that you really want to simplify your life more, you know, you could just you could be a roommate with somebody. You could, you know, you could do a lot of different things, and of course that's going to tie you down to one place, which kind of goes against a lot of the RV living experience. But you know, that's just another thought. There's a lot of different ways that you can do this. So yeah, 2 years living in my camper. It's been a really awesome experience. I've learned a lot. I am still enjoying it. This video is not a I'm throwing in the towel video. No, it's not. It's not one of those videos. It's just a video that I'm just kind of telling you how I feel, telling you what I think, and what are some other things that I could share. I don't think that there's too many other things that I could share. You know, I guess some of the other questions is, you know, people ask me, you know, from time to time, you know, they ask me questions like, okay, so how long are you going to be doing this? How long are you going to keep doing this? A lot of people think that, you know, there's some kind of an end date with doing this. Like, you know, you can only do this for so long, right? And that's not true. I think that living in an RV is not any different than living any other way. You have to rewire your brain, and you have to adapt to the circumstances and the situations, depending on what it is that you really want to do. And it has all been about adapting, and it's interesting. It really is interesting when you really think about that, because I know a lot of you are considering doing this. You're thinking about doing this. A lot of you are planning to do this, live in an RV, move somewhere, travel on the road, you know, full-time, whatever. And I know a lot of you are really scared. And if there's anything that I can tell you is that you will learn to adapt. You will learn. It's going to be scary at first. It will be uncomfortable at first. And I know for me, it was uncomfortable. I was uncomfortable in the beginning. It was I was very uncertain about a lot of things. I was uncertain about everything. I was throwing caution to the wind and just going for it and figuring it out as I went. And you know what? I've been very successful at doing that. And there really is no other way. You just figure it out as you go, not waiting for everything to be perfect, which is one of the main causes of why people never do anything, is because they're always waiting for the perfect time before they launch. Well, there is no perfect time. So, I think that's all I've got. I think that's all that I have to say. I hope that you were able to get something out of this video, something positive. I didn't intend this to be a negative video at all. Really just talking with you guys, sharing with you how I feel. And I am still excited, and I'm glad that I was able to talk to you guys one-on-one and share a few of my feelings. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you guys on the next video.